A federal judge in Elizabeth is once again ordering the school district to return books to libraries. The district had removed 19 books, saying they had highly sensitive content. The ACLU sued, saying removing the books violated freedom of speech. A judge had ordered the district to put the books back on the shelves by Saturday, but our partners at the Denver Post report that didn't happen. The district told the Denver Post they're working on filing an appeal. RTD and its workers union have agreed on a tentative deal giving more than 2,000 employees a pay raise. Workers' wages would jump 6.5% this year, then another 4.5% each of the next 2 years. That raise would be retroactive to the start of 2025. It takes starting pay from just under $26 an hour to more than $30 an hour by 2027. Union members still need to vote to approve those changes.
People can be questionable or violent towards. We've had operator assaults. So we firmly believe money isn't going to fix everything, but if you have one less worry about how to take care of your family and you can concentrate on your job more, that makes it a little better.
RTD acknowledged the tentative agreement but would not comment on any details. It's going to be a busy day in Denver, to say the least. And don't forget, Denver police will be adding new patrols around downtown. This week, city leaders announced that they're adding a new group of officers, park rangers, mounted police, security guards, and more. They say they want everybody to feel safe going downtown, especially during big events like today, opening day. You might also see the city's new ballpark ambassadors helping keep the area around Coors Field safe and clean. Looking to today's home opener, this is the first for the Rockies without Charlie Blackmon. The outfielder retired last year and is now working in the Rockies front office. No denying he rocked an iconic look on the field. Foco Loca Social Club is holding a Charlie Blackmon look-alike contest. It's going to be happening tomorrow from 4 to 6 p.m. But Nicole, all the fun starts today as we get ready for the first pitch at 2:10 tentatively, you could say, this afternoon, depending on the weather.
Yeah, You're right. I don't think we're going to have any delays with that. We'll talk to Lisa about that. I think we got to get some people from Denver 7 out for that Charlie Blackmon look-alike contest. That sounds fun. I can't wait to see the pictures from that. Yeah, some exciting things happening for opening day. Every fan who comes out here today is going to get a free fridge magnet with the 2025 schedule, with all the home games in purple, the away games in white. You don't have to miss a single game. And every single fan out here gets one of these today. And we can highlight a few of the exciting games this season, guys, as we look ahead at the schedule. After the series with the A's here, the Milwaukee Brewers come to town the 8th through the 10th. The Atlanta Braves are here the April 28th through the 30th. The Yankees return to Coors Field May 23rd through the 25th. And then the Dodgers here June 24th through the 26th. The Rockies are also at home for the 4th of July this year for the fireworks shows, the series against the Chicago White Sox, July 4th through the 6th. And if you're looking at which theme nights you want to attend this season, we have a few highlighted here. You can see them all online, but the Rockies are celebrating 30 years at Coors Field on April 26th. That marks exactly 30 years from the first game here in 1995. Dinger Day, April 27th. Star Wars Night is July 19th. We got Harry Potter Night on September 6th. Several buy one, get one hot dog days throughout the season.
BOGO hot dog. Who doesn't want to miss that, right? You know, my favorite day as a scientist is there's a STEM day. That's April 30th with Steve Spangler. I'm sure they're going to blow something up in the middle of the field.
My kids are coming to that one as part of a school field trip, and my husband's chaperoning. So that's going to be a fun day. I think it'll be a warmer day, I hope, for those kids that day.
Yeah, as the season goes on, it gets warmer. It is a cold home opener. Right now, we've got temperatures. Take a look. Wind chills that have dropped down into the single digits and teens. If you're heading out here, make sure you bundle up, layer up. Bring an umbrella with you. If you're planning on walking around at any point here, heading out to the field, because we're going to see that chance for a rain-snow mix. Highs are going to get to right around 40 degrees this afternoon. I'm going to show you the timing of the wet weather coming up here in just a bit. But right now, Micah, roads drying out after we had a pretty good...
Yeah, and that is certainly good news for us, Lisa. Roads, not a big impact from last night's rain and snow that we saw all throughout the metro. Now, in terms of your traffic this morning, again, most areas running in the green if you are in the metro. I did not mean to pop this up, I'll be honest, but there is Coors Field. You're looking good there this morning. Blake Street again will be closed today. I do want to tell you about a crash that happened up in the mountains. I'll tell you that after the break.
Thank you, Micah. Coming up, a reason to celebrate beyond the Rockies home opener. We take you inside the Sandlot Brewery that is also marking a pretty big milestone. Nicole?
All right, and all throughout the morning, we are continuing our coverage of the Rockies home opener out here at Coors Field, Milwaukee. Coming up, we're going to take a look at some of the merchandise you can buy out here. Some of it celebrating the 90s when the Rockies first played at Coors Field. Welcome back. Hey, welcome back, everyone. We are just hours away from first pitch of the season here at Coors Field. The Rockies home opener getting underway. The festivities get underway at 9 this morning in McGregor Square. A lot to celebrate, and coming up in about 7 minutes, we have an interesting look back at the first ever brewery inside a Major League Baseball stadium. It was right here, opened back in the 90s when Coors Field opened in 1995. So that's something we're going to be celebrating all season long, is this 30th anniversary at Coors Field, including the merch you can buy, guys. I want to show you some of the new gear you can get this season if you need to support the team. The first is a throwback to the 90s, with Coors Field celebrating its opening in 1995. So you're thinking oversized, big prints, glow-in-the-dark hats, lots of great 90s merch. Next up, fashion meets sustainability with some graded apparel here. These are old jerseys recycled into new pieces, like this jacket. And then Lisa, this one, we've got to get you one of these. This bedazzled purple Rockies jacket.
That thing is screaming.
That thing will look
Lisa
so
Hidalgo.
good on you. Yeah, it really is. I mean, you already have enough, as if you needed more Rockies gear. You lent me this beanie.
I know, yeah. Nicole asked me, do you have anything I could wear on Friday? I was like, do I? Let me tell you. These are some of my favorites from back over the years. I do like a little bling, a little gold, a little sequence. This one's fun. I also have a really cool Chuck Nasty hat, which is cool. It says Nasty on it. It was a fun one. It is going to be a cold. Grab all your purple gear. Wear it out here today because it is a chilly home opener. Right now we're seeing a few flurries. We had some heavier rain and snow yesterday. In fact, down along I-25 and about Hamden, a good burst of it yesterday. Things have now cleared out, and you're going to find some drier conditions this morning. A few flurries, some fog out east. We have one more round, though, of rain and snow before we finally start to see a warmer, drier pattern settle in. Not much accumulation expected here today. I'll show you that here in just a minute. We could get up to about 2 inches down along the Palmer Divide, but things are going to start to warm up. It'll be 40 Saturday, but then 50s by Sunday. Here's that look over the Mile High City this morning. You can see, and as soon as that sun does rise, we're going to start to see that coat of snow that's on the ground after this most recent round. From Lookout Mountain, foggy skies out to the eastern plains. Early on, we'll start to see a rain-snow mix develop, it looks like by late morning. So between about 10 and 11 as things get going here downtown and it starts to get busier. Temperatures will be in the upper 30s by that point. Looks like we'll briefly hit a high of about 40 degrees during the game with that chance of a mix. And then skies will gradually start to clear out overnight tonight. 20s and 30s early tomorrow morning. More sunshine in store on Saturday, so things will quickly clear out. And when you look at that snowfall forecast, right here in town, not much. Roads will mainly just be wet. As you get west of the city and up into the mountains, up and through parts of Summit County, parts of Boulder and Jefferson County, you're going to likely see about 3 to 6 inches there, again, in addition to what you've already seen. That'll be by early tomorrow morning. So your mountain forecast, for those of you heading up for those last few runs of the season, 20s. Lingering snow showers, that'll then clear up. Then we're in the 30s on Sunday. So today, just due to the fact that we're going to have so many people outside down here around Coors Field, we are under a Denver 7 weather action day. Once this moves out, I mean, that Super 7 day it's super. We'll be well into the 60s and 70s, Micah, next week, much warmer weather. A lot more coming to you. We're live here from Coors Field. In fact, Nicole and I are going to pack up all of our junk, including my cup of coffee that's now turned ice cold, and we're going to head into the stadium coming up at 6 o'clock.
I'm hoping it's a little bit warmer in the stadium, but I have a feeling it may not be. I'm sorry, Lisa and Nicole. Here's a live look at I-70 near Havana. Traffic has really started to pick up there, but the good news is it is flowing smoothly, so nothing to worry about if you're headed out the door and headed in this direction. I'll take you to the map. All areas are really running in the green in the Denver metro right now. I'm seeing drive times between 5 and 15 minutes on our major roadways here. Eastbound I-270 from I-25 to I-70. 7 minutes, westbound the same. If you're headed to or from the airport this morning, you are looking great. Westbound I-70 from Pena Boulevard to I-25, 11 minutes. So again, good shape there. Now out in the mountains, we have a slowdown here. Westbound I-70 from Golden to Silverthorne, running you about 15 minutes slow at this hour. And we do have a crash here at US 285 near Deer Creek Road, hearing that the entire road is closed in this area. So you really need to keep that in mind on your morning commute if you're headed up there.
Thank you for that update, Micah. It's a constant worry across our state, the cost of housing. Now MSU Denver has a new solution, an accredited class teaching people about affordable housing. Denver 7's Sam Pena got a look at that class and how it could help solve the growing affordability problem.
So that can be a single-family home.
It's a tough topic in Colorado, finding a home at an affordable price.
Not only is it the first class being offered, but I just really feel like a trailblazer.
Stacy Berry is one of 15 students taking part in MSU's inaugural Affordable Housing Institute program.
This class really piqued my interest.
Berry is learning about the state's housing programs, taxes, and policies, information that could have helped her years ago.
I was in an abusive relationship
when she had to make a difficult choice.
I had to choose between staying in an abusive relationship or becoming homeless, to leave that relationship, and I chose to become homeless to be free.
We never used to talk about it so widely as a crisis.
Program Director Andy Proctor says the housing crisis in Colorado is putting people like Stacy in tough situations.
Can we as a community take steps to help that problem? I think the answer is yes.
The class not only teaches students how to find affordable housing, but how to work in the field and create more affordability in the state.
I think that's a really difficult problem to solve, and we're creating a workforce that will help solve it.
Stacy plans to be part of the solution through her own nonprofit.
My dream is to be able to help other women that are wanting to leave those relationships.
For those who feel like they can't help themselves.
I needed somebody like me.
And those affordability housing classes are on Monday and Friday afternoons if you'd like to sign up, or if you want to find out more information about Stacy's nonprofit, you can find a link on our website, denver7.com. In the studio, I'm Sam Pena, Denver 7.
Excellent resource. Coloradans will soon have access to an enormous new sports complex. It's called Zebulon, and it will have facilities for 7 different sports, but some say it misses the mark. Denver 7 spoke with some Douglas County residents who brought up concerns about the project location in Sterling Ranch and the amenities.
Amazing project, love it, jealous of it actually, but it just isn't a good solution for what we've got going.
A number of messages that I was receiving from families of teams that I help support going, you're kidding me, still no pool, still no pool. I'm like, I know, I'm still working on it.
Denver 7 did take those concerns to the Douglas County Commissioner Abe Layden, who says officials are having conversations with other areas which do have pools. There is a way for the community to learn more and voice their opinion. A live town hall is scheduled for April the 14th at the Phillips Mill building. We've been talking about the Rockies home opener all morning, but we want to give some attention to the Sandlot Brewery at Coors Field. It is also celebrating a special milestone, serving fans for 30 years. It was the first brewery inside an MLB stadium and one of downtown Denver's first craft breweries. Denver 7's Landon Have takes us through the storied history.
A ball game at Coors Field is a great place to grab a beer and a slice of history in the process. As the downtown stadium turns 30 this year, so does the Sandlot Brewery.
It's the tagline of brewed in a ballpark.
The first brewery to be located inside a Major League ballpark and the Coors Brewing Company's first craft spot.
You know, it's Pete Coors' idea. He wanted a brewery in a baseball stadium.
The Sandlot operates in an old warehouse that became the right field corner of Coors Field near 22nd and Blake. It's the birthplace of what is now Blue Moon, which was originally called the Belly Slide Wit. It's hauled in more than 50 awards for its beers.
We've been supplying good beers for 30 years.
But its legacy is in its history as one of downtown Denver's first craft breweries. It opened in 1995 when only a few dozen breweries were operating in the state.
It really is the precipice of starting as a craft brewery and introducing that culture into Colorado, and it has grown so much from there. And so I do think that idea of a small scale brewery and a craft beer that is different than light lagers really started in this location.
Now, the Sandlot brews beer year-round, but it's only open for visitors during Rockies home games, making a stop here a uniquely Colorado experience as the brewery marks its 30th opening day.
It's such a wonderful part of the Denver and Colorado culture, opening day and getting to come, and the fact that you can come to this ballpark and have a craft lager fresh from the taps is a very special thing.
At Coors Field in downtown Denver, for Denver 7, I'm Landon Hoff.
5:53, you're watching Denver 7 News. Be sure to stay with us. Welcome back. Colorado leaders are teaming up to help 47,000 people across our state save some money. Make sure to keep an eye out for some mail. Letters are already being sent out to those eligible for certain state and federal tax credits they may not know exist. Some of those include the Colorado Child Tax Credit, which gives families up to $1,200 per child younger than 6. There's also the Colorado Earned Income Tax Credit and the Family Affordability Tax Credit. A Denver after-school program is spicing up kids' lives and teaching them something maybe some of us wish we could have learned at that age. Slow Food Denver, a nonprofit committed to creating change in the local food system and connecting people with where food comes from. Their youth education program, Seed to Plate, seeks to inspire students to develop healthy, lifelong eating habits, something Dan Hayward encourages during his lessons.
I think helping, especially with kids, to broaden their understanding of food and culture is just a real great benefit for them. If you know how to feed yourself and cook for yourself, then it's something that you take with you your whole life.
Slow Food Denver is always looking for more volunteers and instructors. If you scan the QR code, it will take you to our website where you can learn more and learn out how you can help out. Here at Denver 7, we love dogs. Even the hardest working pups deserve a treat, right? Boulder Police shared this video of Canine Astro celebrating her big win after passing the Colorado Police Canine Association certification yesterday morning.